Good morning. We put the sheep down last night. I'm butchering today, and it's pretty much the same. You know, animals and stuff. Anatomy's pretty much close to the same. I don't notice this on a deer. There's like a piece of cartilage right here, kind of blocking where the backstrap is. So I'll probably cut that off and then try to get that out. And then we process everything. We make burger and stew meat and everything. So it's just part of homesteading life. It's what we love, what we chose to do, and that's how we get most of our meat. We don't hardly ever go to the store. We try not to go to the store. Sometimes we have to, but we want to be self-sufficient. So that's our heart, and that's what we want to do.
So what was it like when you first, I was here, let's say 4.5 years before you. So what was it like when you got here and you realized that the house needed so much work? And I had pretty big dreams.
Very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Very overwhelming, but God's helped us through it, and there's times I get overwhelmed and lose it and then get back on track again. It's just life, it's the way it is. But love challenges. I love being outdoors. I've always been an outdoors guy anyway, so.
You've always hunted.
Yeah.
And you've always wanted to live like this, but I don't think people really understand that it's not a cakewalk, that you will never work as hard as you do when you totally are off grid, when you don't have a dishwasher and a blow dryer and a washing machine. And like for us, we don't even have a refrigerator. So everything has to be canned. And I know you kind of just fell right in and you were like, woohoo, hey, that's cool. But challenges, even still today, challenges. You've been here 5 years, even now.
Yep. It's always something going on, but you just, it's kind of like going to battle. You just kind of look at what your options are and don't drop your knife and go through it like that. So.
Did you ever want to quit? Like literally quit?
Yeah, there's times, yeah, definitely.
When it's cold?
When it's cold, just when there's so many things stacked up to do. And
because we've never went hungry.
No.
I remember, this is kind of a cool story. So I remember Sam being very, very frustrated and him saying, I don't have grocery money to go to Walmart or whatever. And it really, really upset me. And I said, I kind of questioned, you remember this? I questioned you and I stomped my foot and I said, you want to live like the world? You want to go shopping at Walmart? Or do you want to live off the land? What do you want to do? You want to go back to the world? And what did you say?
Live off the land.
Live off the land. And it's funny because something bellowed out in Sam and his chest poked out and like a turkey, his shoulders went back and
I am a turkey, by the way.
And he grabbed his gun and he grabbed his knife and he went out into the woods and he was gone for a little while. Came back with a squirrel on one hip and a rabbit on the other hip. And I was so proud of him because
Edibles.
Yeah, wild edibles. Yeah. I was proud of you because it was a moment when you were like stuck, but you realized, oh, no. Yeah. This is it. You can't do both. So let's get a little closer so we can kind of see.
Oh, I'm getting backstrapped.
I don't like the killing of the sheep.
Some hair on it, but that adds flavor.
I don't like the killing of the sheep because we've raised them and we've named them and we've taken care of them, but it's food and it's real food. It's not food from the grocery store.
Right.
It's off the land. We know what they ate. We know, It's beautiful. Golly.
A lot of fat on it.
Let me see that.
We'll have to trim it. We'll have to trim it up.
That's beautiful.
It's not like a deer loin, but
beautiful.
I haven't butchered a whole lot of sheep, so it's a little different. Kind of different. Not.
We did. So when we were here, we did one pig, and this is we did bring a lot of deer. We did bring one sheep to the butcher because he was our buddy and we couldn't kill him ourselves.
And we didn't have the time.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that much meat. It really wasn't. It was just really good meat.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the time.
So, and it was a friend that did it, so we were supporting our local
business. That's right.
Business too. So.
Be surprised how much meat will come off this guy. And I've already got the. I washed my jars. I've got them on the stove. Right now, getting them ready to can. So Sam is already skinned this guy, and he's got a whole lot of meat. And then we're just going to start grinding whatever we can make. That's so beautiful. We can make some stew. Look at the whole leg. We can make some stew. Let me see. It's beautiful.
It's not like a deer one, but
We can make stew and we can make ground and whatever, and even have, I don't know. I'm not very creative in the kitchen. I wish I was more, but I love game. I'm not a big, I could eat beef, but I'd rather eat rabbit stew, So Sam, what is your favorite part of living off the land? Because people need to understand we really literally live off the land. We don't have electric. We have a little bit of solar. When Discovery Channel came here, they gave us some solar, but it's kind of fizzled out. So we're working on that, but we don't have a fridge. So every single thing that we put up, we have to literally put up. So, and I would say that's probably 95% of our meat. Once in a while, I do want to have a bratwurst from
all this
the
fat
local.
we'll grind up in the burger. We'll cut it up and grind it and add it to our burger.
Yeah. So Sam, worst part of homesteading off grid. Worst part.
Sometimes the weather, but we're getting our cabin tighter and tighter, so that's getting a little bit easier too.
Yeah, it was. There was a time when it was so cold here.
I don't know. The longer I'm here, the less worst parts there are.
That's
it's
true.
Just part of life. It's just part of it.
True, because you don't have to go back and do those things again.
Right.
What's your favorite part?
Hanging
out with Jesus in the woods.
Yeah, you.
And me. It's kind of a given.
We have a little solar. I like to watch a movie with you. That's not really off grid, I guess. I mean, it kind of is, I guess.
That little bit of solar we have at the end of the night, we just want to pass out. We're so tired. You're going to get a lot of meat off this guy. And, nothing really goes to waste because you can see Sam chucking stuff. He's chucking it to the ducks and to the chickens. There's some little chickens over there.
These ribs I'll go through and completely cut that meat out.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
that'll go to burger.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
It'll look like went on an anthill when I'm done with it. So.
Cool.
So we got the hams here and
nice.
It's more little than that, but it's not as much as a deer, but it's still meat.
Still meat. Still meat. Still meat. Beautiful. Okay, Sam, well, we're going to say goodbye.
All right, quit watching and come help.
Yeah. Chick in the woods. Bye. Living off the land. Living off the land.